Okay. Another thing about FICO scores, there's different types of FICO scores, right? There's different. So there's not just a FICO 8. There's also FICO 9. All right. FICO 10, 10T. Mortgage lenders actually use they use FICO 2, 4, or 5. And each FICO scoring model is calculated a little bit different. Okay. Yeah. On Facebook, they said tri-merge is better. It's definitely it's better, and it's just a lot more user friendly. All right. Not hating on the other ones, of course. Experience the source. All right. But if because those cost a little bit, right? My score IQ costs a little bit, but with my score IQ, you can also get a week for $1. Or you can also get your FICO scores for $1, and that's like a trial period for $1. You can text the word FICO to 844-689-0199 if you want to get get a link to your My Score IQ, get those FICO scores. You can see everything what's going on. Now, this is very important because if a dealership is using a FICO 8 auto score, all right, you need to know what your FICO 8 auto score is. So when you go in there, you already know what your score is, okay, what's going on, right? So you can go in there already knowing what they're going to do. A lot of dealerships, right? Not the big ones, not Mercedes and Chevrolet, Ford and all those, but the smaller ones, okay, like private lenders or like the smaller lots you see on the street, you can actually bring your own credit reports in there, right? So they don't have to pull your credit and everything. And that report is good for 30 days. Okay, so what's today actually? Today's the 8th, right? So let's say I pulled my report, okay, on the 1st, okay? That report is good up until the end of the month. All right, so we can use that, right? We go, let's say we go to Experian, we pay the $24.99, we get all things, we get everything. It's heavily important, heavily vital actually, for you to have the right FICO scores. When you go into the situation, you already know what's going on, especially if you're trying to get a house. Okay. Now, like I was saying earlier, the mortgage lenders, they use FICO 2, 4, or 5, right? So let's say you get your Experian and you pull your FICO 8. Okay. You go into the mortgage lender, you think you're all good, right? You got a 750. You think it's all good. But they say, hey, what's your FICO 2? You're like, what's that? Right? They pull your credit and your FICO 2 end up being a 650, which is 70 points lower than what yours was, or 100 points lower than what you thought it was, right? So that's why it's super, super important for us to actually get our FICO scores so we can know what's going on. And you know how these dealerships and stuff too are, like especially even the big ones, but especially the private dealerships, the ones on the lot, like the side of the street and all those, how they operate. They operate a little in the gray area, okay? Because they want your FICO score as low as possible so you can give them the highest, a larger down payment. They can get you on worse terms, instead of a 10%, APR or interest rate, they got you on a 25% interest rate because you don't know your damn FICO score, all right?